between the New York Yankees and the Detroit Tigers. Which of these two will prevail? Next on the show. Justin Verlander gets the starting nod for the Tigers in this one. Eric, any thoughts?
Well, guys, he's got a career ERA under 4. For a starting pitcher, that is very dependable. They're just looking for a consistent start here in this one.
Standing in, the leadoff man, Jacoby Ellsbury. So we are ready for baseball.
For the Yankees, center fielder, number 22.
Into the seats, 0-1.
First pitch, 1-0.
Verlander gets the sign. Coming at him with the 0-1. Sent on the ground out to second. Throw on to first, and Ellsbury's a ground out victim to open up the ball game. So now let's take a look at Joe Girardi's lineup for the visiting Yankees. Steve, what's the key for them here today?
Well, they need to get guys on base, so you need patience at the top of the lineup and then aggressiveness out of the middle of the order once you've got some guys to drive in.
Skied in the air to straightaway left. Upton's under it. And that's the second out of the inning. And with a quick breather here, let's take a look at the defense for the Detroit Tigers. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, Matty, not enough people give Miguel Cabrera credit for what he's able to do defensively. Remember, he came up as a shortstop with the Marlins and moved to third base, and now is one of the greatest hitters to ever play the game. But that overshadows his defensive abilities. He's no slouch with the leather.
The windup and the 0-1. Look out! A fastball up and into A-Rod as he's got to back out of the way there.
And we're going to see a lot more of this because this is a guy who's let it be known that he will work inside. He'll even back you off the plate if he has to.
Slider clocked in the mid-80s there. It's a ball and 2 strikes. And set up behind the plate is Joe McDonald as you see the rest of our umpiring crew in this one.
Well, McDonald, just like most other umpires, he'll miss a couple here and there, but his strike zone never seems to be too outrageous.
Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. A little late with the swing, but he stays alive. Still 2-2. 2-2 count. Here it comes. No offer on that one, and Verlander's run at full now. 3-2.
Yeah, and that's not the pitch you want to throw on 2-2. I mean, that was so high, he didn't even have to think about swinging at it.
And we'll have the first base runner of the ball game here as that misses, and it's a 2-out walk.
And that's not the first time he's had the bat taken out of his hands. You see right there, a lot of pitchers just said, hey, with an open base, forget about it. I'm going to let the next guy try to beat me.
Here's the first baseman, Mark Teixeira, now. As he swings at the first pitch and sends a chopper out to short. And as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him as that ends the inning. Nothing doing against Verlander that time around. Yankees nothing. Tigers coming to bat. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Masahiro Tanaka, the right-hander from Japan, will get the starting assignment in this one. What do we need to know here, EK?
Well, guys, he's got a good sinker. Not necessarily his go-to pitch, but a pitch that can be effective and he will use, especially when he needs a ground ball.
And striding in is the second baseman, Ian Kinsler, now to get things rolling in the home half of inning number 1.
Second baseman, Ian Kinsler.
Hit sharply on the ground to the left. And that's a base hit, so the leadoff man's aboard to start off the home half of the first.
So far, so good. They get a scoreless top of the first, and now a leadoff single to start things in their half.
Into the box, Justin Upton. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Here comes the first pitch. In there at the knees, strike one.
That first pitch is going to be key all night long. If he gets ahead early with the fastball, that's when he can get tough to figure out, especially with the arsenal that he has.
Nobody out, runner on first. Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. And he takes strike three called on the fastball, one gone. And now a look at the hometown Tigers starting lineup in this one. Steve, how do they send these fans home happy here today?
I think this team really needs to find that right balance between power and speed. They've got them both, but you can't rely too heavily on the long ball, and you also can't run yourselves out of potential run-scoring opportunities. So mix it together well.
Miguel Cabrera stands in as he can't connect here, 0-1.
Well, you know, you hear it all the time because it's true. First pitch strikes are so important. It really changes the complexion of the at-bat for not only the pitcher, but the hitter as well, especially when you've got a good hitter up there.
Good cut that time by Cabrera, but he couldn't come up with it. It's 0-2. Do you even bother with anything else here?
No, I sure wouldn't. As a hitter, you're thinking, look for fastball, adjust for an off-speed pitch. And so far in this at-bat, he hasn't made any adjustments.
Hit pretty well out to deep left field. But he's going to get there as he runs it down on the warning track for the second out of the inning. And with that, let's give you a look at the Yankees defense. It's brought to us by Majestic. EK, what do you got?
Yeah, Matty, Mark Teixeira has won multiple gold gloves, and for good reason. He makes playing first base look effortless. Picks short hops as well as anyone in the league, and he's a big target for the rest of his infield.
Victor Martinez is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike one. One of the things that makes him so tough to hit, the ability to put his pitches right on the black.
Yeah, I mean, you watch the catcher's glove on some of these, and it literally does not move. That's how good his stuff is.
And he'll be tagged out at second base, trying to get into scoring position, but instead the inning is over. Tigers are shut down there after 1, no score. Carlos Beltran will start things off here for the Pinstripers. He'll be followed by Brian McCann waiting in the on-deck circle. Verlander's ready. Here comes the first pitch. Now a ball hit sharply toward third, and he's going to kick off the second with extra bases. And this is off the wall now for Upton out there. And a very quick start to the inning here. It's a first pitch double.
Let's take another look at this one in show motion. That's a great camera shot there. Looking straight down the left field line. And you see him take an inside route to the ball, let those hands stay back, and just spray this thing to the opposite field.
Coming to the plate now, Brian McCann. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here.
Oh, and it's so important to take advantage of these kind of opportunities early in a ball game. It can change the entire complexion of the game if you can put the other guys on their heels right away.
Pulled toward right center field. After it is goes. But he won't have a play. This is down and into the gap. And they're going to take a 1-0 lead as the run comes across to score.
Deja vu here to start off the inning. You get a double to lead things off, followed by another double here. And they get a quick run as one guy will just replace the other at second base.
Here's Chase Headley. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Upton is there. 1 down. And the runner, not tagging, will retreat to second base. Stepping in, Starlin Castro, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Here's the first pitch to him. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Hit hard towards second. And that's through into center field. Base hit. And they won't risk it at third, so they're at the corners now with only one away.
Boy, I'll tell you, these are the scary ones for a pitcher. This is going to give you a pretty good angle right here because this ball is hit so hard, and it's just about right at him. I mean, there's no time to do anything out there. And he's pretty lucky that one didn't get him because it would have taken his head off.
Here's Didi Gregorius. And he'll watch one miss up and away for a ball, 1-0. Boy, and after that good first inning, not the same here in the second.
He's kind of looking a little shell-shocked out there. Like even he can't figure out what's going on.
The 1-0 delivery. Grounded up the first baseline. Oh, a dive by Miggy. Got him.
Whew, no problem.
Now batting.
Jacoby Ellsbury will get a second shot now. He grounded out to start the ball game.
Not really a good at-bat there. Forget getting out, but he didn't see any pitches as well.
First offering on its way. Line toward the gap in left center. That gets down. He's got himself a base hit. Around third is Castro on his way home. And the run is in to score from second. It's a 3-0 game.
But now the pitching coach is going to come in and have a word with him. And in the second inning, now, once he makes sure he's okay physically, he'll be saying, hey, look, let's put all that's just happened behind us and focus on the task at hand.
Brett Gardner steps in to try and keep things going now with a runner at first following the RBI single.
And that's a nice job right there to drive in the run by the last guy, and it can definitely fire up a team when someone comes through big time with 2 outs.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And a pitch out, but Ellsbury stays put. And a pitch out, but Ellsbury stays put. Ready with the 2-0 pitch. That's lifted the other way out to left. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. So 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and a man left on. On now to the bottom of the second. The Yankees lead it 3-0. Leading off the inning, Victor Martinez, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. He'll hold off on the slider to start the at-bat. It's ball 1.
Well, you got to figure that this guy's going to come out here free and easy here in the second. He's got a 3-run cushion already. No reason not to come right after these guys.
Called strike at the knees. 1-1. Lays off the splitter that time, and it's 2 balls and a strike.
And that's not a bad spot. Just go ahead and stay out there. Don't come down the middle because we know he can hurt you.
Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. That's going to even up the count at 2-2. Chop foul at the plate, and the count holds at 2-2. And here's a slider. Strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
Boy, that's a tight little slider right there. It looked like it was going to be a ball, but then you can see the hard biting movement come back, and it winds up just catching that outside corner.
Here's J.D. Martinez. As he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike 1.